Take it. I think we're live, Dr. Ranj. Can you believe it? We have actually got the one, the only Dr. Ranj live on our bedtime. Don't be getting all embarrassed, Dr. Ranj, because all I've heard all day is how excited people are. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm all right. I think much like everyone else, I'm probably yearning for a bit of normality back. I'm missing hugs and cuddles. I miss my friends. But I know this isn't going to be forever, so it's okay. We're heading in the right direction.
We are
Slowly.
definitely. What's lockdown been like for you? Because I read somewhere that you're back on. You're back in the hospital, which you are all the time.
Yeah.
What actually have you been up to?
Yeah, so I've been doing more work in hospital because I work part-time in hospital. I work with kids in children's A&E, so I've been doing more of that. I've been doing a little bit of filming here and there. I've written a book. I've started a podcast.
Wow, this is all in
And I've done
lockdown.
other this is little bits and pieces here and there. I've also, what I'm most proud of, this is the thing I'm most proud of, I've sorted out my wardrobe.
Man, standing ovation, Ranj. Standing ovation.
That has been a project that has been years in the making, so I'm so proud I've done it.
I am loving that I'm speaking to Dr. Ranj, who has achieved. I've got notes and everything,
Oh
right?
no!
And your highlight in this Dare to Dream interview is that you have tidied your wardrobe, Ranj. Seriously, this is not going in the direction that I expected it to. See, I'll be honest. I was more fascinated by the fact, and I told staff was shocked today. You got your first GCSE, unless Wikipedia is wrong, at the age of. Go on, tell everybody.
I was 8
You
years
were.
old.
That is
I
mind
didn't even
blowing.
know what a GCSE was, David. I didn't have a clue. I just kind of
How
did
did that
it.
happen? What subject was it?
Well, it was in Punjabi, which is my parents'
Yeah.
language, and the language we predominantly spoke at home. So I used to go to a Punjabi school every Sunday. So I do Monday to Friday normal school, and then on Sundays for a few hours we'd go to Punjabi school, and then we'd do a curriculum like you would do in a normal school
Yeah.
anyway. And then at the end of that, they normally entered you for an exam, and it was either going to be a GCSE or an A level. And obviously, I wasn't going to do an A level.
Oh wow.
So I did a GCSE, and I didn't really know what it was. It was just a test to me, and I ended up getting a GCSE. And I took it into my. I remember taking it into my headmaster at school because every day in our assembly, kids would get presented with certificates and badges that they've
Yeah.
achieved, and I never really got anything. So this one time I got something. I took this certificate
Oh
into my
wow.
headmaster and said, "By the way, I did this. I got this certificate. Can I do that thing that you do in assembly where you give it out and you announce it?" And he just looked at it and looked at me, looked at it, looked at it, and was like, "Do you know what this is?" And I was like, "I have absolutely no idea."
Wow.
No idea. And he was like, "This is a GCSE." And then he got called all these people in, called all these. I didn't know what was going on, but it was very nice.
Nice. Nice, Doctor.
It
You've
was.
tidied your wardrobe and you got a GCSE at the age of 8. Can we keep going? Do you know what? I don't suck up to people, but when they're nice,
Oh,
which you clearly are, exactly how you come across on television is what you like on this. Can I point out that you've also won a BAFTA?
and two.
No, I've not done my research. You are kidding me.
And two BAFTAs now.
Two.
I can't believe it. These are all things, funnily enough, these are all things that I didn't ever think I could achieve when I was younger. So I grew up a very working class background. We weren't very well off. We didn't have very much growing up. Um, Literally just had to make do with everything that I had. And my mum and dad tried to give me as many opportunities as we could. But they weren't, they didn't get a chance to be educated when they were kids. So I just had dreams, really. I just had dreams and hard
God.
work. That's all I had. And I just applied myself and never thought I'd be a doctor, ended up being a doctor. Never thought I'd get on telly, strangely ended up on telly. Never ever dreamt of getting a BAFTA, ended up with two. It's all been as a result of just working really, really hard and aiming really as high as I can, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Do,
But it's not all my work. Obviously, it's a lot of people around me that have
you,
been
you,
helping.
you, you're very modest, Ranj. You're very, very, very modest.
Oh
I
no,
came across a video after you'd got I think it must be in the first BAFTA, and your little face, it was so cute.
it
It was
was
so
such a
lovely.
shock. It was such a shock. I was not expecting it. I really, really wasn't. I was over the moon.
So I wanted to ask you, you've achieved so many varied. You've even had an award, a best-selling cookbook. In amongst all of this is like the list is all over the place, Ranj. And we can
It
add to
is.
that CV you covered. I genuinely want to ask you, what of all the things that you've done? Maybe we could have two, a professional one, and then everything else. What are the two moments that stand out for you? Things that you're just so particularly proud of?
Wow. Oh, that's um. So I guess one of the big things I'm really, really proud of professionally um, is I became last year I became a consultant pediatrician.
Wow.
So I've been working in the NHS for 17, almost 18 years. And if you work in hospital, then you're always working towards becoming a
Yeah.
consultant. And eventually, after 17 years of blood, sweat, and tears, I got to finally finish and be a consultant. So I was hugely proud of that because it'd been so long in the making. I almost didn't think it would ever
Yeah.
happen. Kind of, you get to that stage where you're just like, oh, it just feels like I'm in this forever. But I was so over the moon and so happy. And I guess otherwise, my proudest moment, and one of the most fun things I've ever done is doing Strictly, which I did in 2018. It was a complete dream come true for me, and I loved every single minute.
I've got to know Karim quite a little bit, and he did Strictly. And every
Yeah.
time he talked, I feel like I'm name dropping. I don't know very many famous people. Hopefully we could be friends now. You never know. That sounded weird, didn't it? Can I take that like instantly back? I'm sorry. My adrenaline is like through the roof. I'm so sorry.
So is
But
mine.
when people talk about Strictly, they get that like this they're all excited,
Smile.
and
Yeah.
it's the family, and I think everybody means it. What stood out for you of all of that? What moments stood out?
Oh, wow. What moment stood out? The very first, the very first time we went on stage, the very first time we went on that dance floor, it was probably my best dance and my best moment because I think I didn't expect it to go well.
Yeah.
Um, and I just went out there, gave it everything I had, and I fell in love with dance at that point.
Really?
That's what it
Did you
was.
do
I
much
fell in love
dancing
with it.
before that?
No, no, only socially, like, in
Yeah.
parties and stuff. That's like not real dancing. That's kind of
Well,
made
I
up
mean, I'll be
dancing.
honest. This was one of my questions. Most of us have a go-to dance move. Do you have a go-to dance move? Oh, come on, think about
not,
it. Come on, you must have
not,
like one.
not, not one that I can show kids and young people.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's not twerking, is it, Ranch?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, do you know what? We can add this to tidy cupboard, GCSE. This sounds a bit weird, but you can twerk. You were actually, I've learned as well, you can dance, you do all this TV stuff. You can actually sing as well, can't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do that sometimes.
you're like a quadruple threat. Seriously,
I
mind blown.
I love singing. I loved it since my teacher in it would have been year seven, maybe, I think. Um, no, I was seven. That was it, not year seven. I was 6 or 7 years old, and my teacher, Mrs. Page, who actually came to see me in Panto last year, and I
Oh,
hadn't seen her for 25 years. She was the lady that made me sing. She
oh,
made me. We all had to try out for our school choir, and when I went up there, she got me to try out. I didn't really want to do it, but she got me to sing, and from there, I discovered that I could. Um,
oh.
and then I went. She entered me in festivals. She got me singing, and then it's something that I've carried on and something that I love doing right now. So, and I did it in Panto, and she came to see it. It was amazing.
Did you get to chat to her afterwards?
Yeah, I saw her afterwards. She gave me a card. And do you know what she'd done? She saved all my school reports, so my mark
Oh,
sheets. So she photocopied them and brought them
oh,
with her. And I've got a copy of my mark sheets
oh,
from, do you know how long ago? It was 35 years, not 35 years, it would have been 30 odd years ago, maybe, yeah, close to
oh,
35
wow.
potentially. She brought them with her and she
Oh,
remembered who I was and everything. And I got to look at all my mark sheets and all my friends' names were on there and all these marks. And I was like, I wasn't half bad. There were some bits I was better than others, but I didn't know I was good at that.
oh, that's
It's so
that's
lovely.
absolutely such a beautiful thing. I wanted to ask you. You obviously you're a grafter. You're a proper hard worker. What's the secret? And this is a genuine question because I keep talking to people that have excelled and some. You know, the stuff that you've done is incredible. But how have you pulled that off? You know, anybody who sat there, you know,
Yeah.
thinking, I can't do it. I keep talking to these people who do, and there is a
Yeah.
bit of a thread. What advice, you know, is there a bit of advice that you've been given of somebody else that really resonates? Or what
Yeah.
advice would you give? Because you really have, Ranj, you're not only a lovely man, but you've done amazing stuff and you're a hard worker. But what is it? How have you done it?
Um, whenever I speak to kids and young people, and give them advice, because I can only give them so much from what I've learned, and I've kind of learned as I go along. I always say, live your life by three rules, three simple rules. The first one is no matter who you are or how old you are, where you're from, what your background is, dream big. Because honestly, everything starts with a dream,
Yeah.
and dream as big as you can. And it doesn't matter. It can be the biggest dream you've ever had. Without that dream, you won't ever have a chance. A dream. Then you've got to put some work in. So work hard. You've got to put graft in. Otherwise, very few things that are amazing, that are huge in life, come for free.
Yeah.
So most of us, most people you see on the screen, on the football pitch, in the pop charts or in films, they've really, really worked hard to get there. And the third thing, which is possibly the most important thing, is you can't do any of this without people helping you. So
Yeah.
be kind. Be kind to those around you. People will be
Yeah.
kind to you back. They will help you out. I haven't got it. I've got where I've got to because of the kindnesses of others. And remember to be kind to yourself. So whenever you make a mistake or you fall down or you fail, that's okay. You can only fall forwards. If you make a mistake, you fall forwards, you get up and you learn from it. You don't fall backwards. That's what
Man,
I say.
you
Be
are
kind.
proper Flake Fleet. You embody what we've been trying to tell the kids. You know, some of the things that we've done is the whole idea is just don't ever let anybody tell a child that they can't do something. Because all those
Yeah.
things that you've just said, that you are absolutely right. I get really frustrated when there's this this misconception that you've got to be tough and horrible to people to, and climb over people to get to that point. And you know what? It's ludicrous.
Not
It's
at all.
rubbish. And actually, a bit of
Mm,
vulnerability and a bit of modesty, they will get you so much further. Um,
yeah.
I've got loads and loads of questions. I feel like I've been really selfish because I'm not letting you go on anyway. I've got you now.
That's
You're
all
not
right.
going. So how about you read the story? I'll have a little look at the questions. You've got loads of questions, but I've got
Okay.
loads of questions as well. Really
Sure.
intellectual questions like, do you have a favourite karaoke song?
Yay!
What is it? What is your favourite karaoke song? What's your go-to?
My go-to karaoke song is quite an old song for like little ones. They might not have
Oh,
know of
there's
it,
loads
but
of mums and
there's
dads
a
watching this.
to all the mums and dads watching and to all the really cool kids, there's an amazing musician called Stevie Wonder, who's a black musician who's blind and has written and sung some of the best songs ever. His song lately is my go-to karaoke track
There
every
you
time,
go.
and I love it.
Look
I
at these
love it. Yeah.
insights. I'll be honest, the Daily Mirror and the Sun are probably watching it. They want some more insights. So this one's for 3 a.m. in the Sun. That is the
Oh
right one, I
my
think.
god.
What if you were a dog? What breed of dog would you be, Dr. Ranj?
um, I'd be a chug, which is a cross between a chihuahua and a pug.
Wow.
Chihuahua, because they're small and I'm not very tall, um, and a bit yelpy.
Bit yelpy.
And
Wow.
pugs, because they're cute.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. I mean, this is a totally random one, and I didn't even Google. I made it. What's your favourite board game?
My Favorite
Yeah.
board game.
Deep. See how deep we're going here.
I've got a confession. I've never played Monopoly.
No.
Never played it.
No way.
Um,
That's going
I
to be a
do
headline
like.
tomorrow, you know. Coronavirus on
Play
page one.
Monopoly.
Dr. Ranj has never played Monopoly on page two. This is shocking.
Sorry, I grew up with very little, so I've never
Wow.
really had a chance to play it. I do like Scrabble.
Okay,
I
yeah, I
do
like
like Scrabble. I'm
Scrabble.
not very good with words, like long
Well,
words.
you're pretty good here with words, Dr. Ranj. You're
But
nailing this one.
but I do enjoy playing Scrabble. It's just lots and lots of very short words.
Okay. Look at these insights. I mean, this one, honestly, Graham Norton, I bet Graham Norton doesn't ask this kind of stuff. I'll deliver it, in a really serious. So, Dr. Ranj, you've achieved a lot in your life, but what's your favourite chocolate bar?
What's my favorite chocolate
Yeah.
bar? Oh. Now, other chocolate bars are available, but I'm a massive fan of any Cadbury's milk chocolate. So,
Yes.
Twirl or Dairy Milk, those two. Twirl.
Yeah, I'd go
It's got to be
Flake.
Twirl.
I'd go Flake.
See, flakes are messy. This is the problem with flakes, you see. You eat a flake and most of it ends up on the floor and it just creates a massive mess. So what you do with a twirl, bite the end off on both sides, stick it in your tea or your milk and then suck through it like a straw.
Do you know that's more of a Guardian headline,
amazing.
that's different. That's different league. No offense to other newspapers. Wow. And then another slightly more serious one. If you could be brilliant, you are brilliant at lots of things. I feel like I'm being really complimentary towards you, but it's all genuine.
You are being really complimentary. You're amazing as well.
Shut up! Behave, Dr. Ranj. Move on.
Don't
Move on. You've even got a nice ring light going on, I've learned. You even know how to do ring light on your phone.
Yeah, well, I learned very, very quickly that if you're going to record anything on your phone, you have to have something called a ring light, which your phone goes into, and then it's got like a circle of light around it, and it shines it back at you, and it makes you look great. It makes you.
There's lots of compliments for you tonight, Dr. Ranj.
I can't see any of them because I'm on my phone.
And I know I feel a bit bad about that because you can't see it. There's quite a few asking if you do home visits. We'll maybe not go there, Dr. Ranj. We'll maybe just leave that one there. You are brilliant at lots of different things, but slightly more seriously. No, this is a genuinely serious. This is genuinely serious. What are you not brilliant at that you would like to be brilliant at?
I can't swim.
Oh, really?
I can't swim. I can't do it. I can't. So I can, but not very far. Like I'm not very good at it. I get really out of breath, and when I try to swim, I think I panic.
Right.
And the same. We used to go to swimming lessons at school, and I just never got the hang of it. I just couldn't do it. So I'd love to be able to swim.
Oh, your little face went all sad. Oh. Well, we're going into the story with a real sense of energy on this one, aren't we?
But you said, what do I want to do better? Swimming.
I need to pick this up, and I'm running out of questions. We can't go into your story on that one. Did you always know that you wanted to be a doctor?
No, actually, I wanted to be an astronaut first.
Wow.
And then I just realized that, I didn't even realize. I think it just fell out of my head. I initially started being an astronaut. I don't know why I changed my mind. Then I wanted to be a teacher.
Right.
And then I realized and saw how hard teachers work and thought, I can't do that.
So I'm going to be a doctor. How does that work?
I was like, it's too difficult. It's too stressful. They get so much hassle. I can't do that job. And then I kind of discovered that I like science. I liked science, and I liked working out how things work. And also I liked sort of, I guess, making people feel better. So I thought, how can I merge all of those together? Doctor came out. But like I said, initially, I didn't think I ever could do it because I don't have any doctors in my family. And I didn't really know any other than my own doctor. I didn't really know of any. And I remember speaking to our pharmacist we knew quite well that was just down the road from where we used to live, the chemist. So I remember having a chat with him, and I said, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it's quite hard. Like, you have to be really clever and you have to work really, really hard. He goes, why don't you just aim? Why don't you just go for it? Why don't you just try? And he goes, if you hit it, if you get it, brilliant, fantastic. And if you don't, you'll always land on your feet. So that's like people say, you know, reach for the stars, and if you don't get there, you land on the moon or something along those lines.
Yeah.
So,
No, I
you'll always
totally,
be in a you'll
totally.
always be in a better position. You'll always be in a good position if you try. So I did, and that's how I've led my
God.
entire career since then. Is give it a go and see what happens.
That is crazy. You didn't even really want to be, just, I'll just be a doctor,
Well,
as
I
you do.
did. I did want to be a doctor. I did. And my parents always wanted me to do something with my life. So I thought, you know, doctors are really cool. But I just thought, I can't do that. It's too clever.
Wow.
But like you said, you can do anything you want to if you put
Totally
your mind to
agree.
it.
I mean, you're not going at it. You're going to be still going at 11 o'clock at this rate. I'm sorry, Dr. Ranj. Can I ask, because
That's all
it's a
right.
member of staff from school, Kate Jagger, Mrs. Jagger, her two children who
Mrs. Jagger.
genuinely love you. Today, they're like this. So Nathan and Melissa have asked, what is your favourite Disney character?
Hi, Nathan. Hi, Melissa. My favorite Disney character. Oh, there's so many. I love
I
Disney
know.
films. So Jeanette, my dance partner on Strictly, is a massive Disney fan as well. And we got to play two of our favorite characters in the show. We danced to Aladdin, Prince Ali. So one of my favorites is Aladdin, and Jeanette's always going to be my Princess Jasmine.
Great choice. Quick one, and I know lots of clothing brands are available. What's your favourite? Liam Beasley comes on. We've been doing this for since lockdown started. Honestly, people must be sick and tired. And Liam comes on pretty much every single night. I've never met him. He's not it's not like in a stalker way. He seems lovely. He's asking, what's your favourite brand of clothing? And I know lots are
What's my
available. Don't be
favorite
modest.
brand
If
of
it's really
clothing?
expensive, just go for it.
So I did something. I got last year. I got an award, a really special award to me. It was an Attitude Magazine award for TV, and I'd been going to these awards every year. Like they're huge. Like all these really famous people go to them, and you just sit there and think, "Oh my gosh, there's Prince Harry," and "Oh my gosh, there's Kylie or someone." And I got an award, so I thought I'm going to buy a really special suit for it. And it's by a designer. Sadly, he passed away, called Alexander McQueen. It
Oh
was
yeah.
really expensive, but painfully expensive. But I worked really hard to get it, and it's something that I'm gonna always remember, and I'm gonna wear it loads. So,
Did you feel cool?
yeah, I felt really special. I
Oh,
felt really
that's
cool.
lovely.
Like I felt like a movie star. That's what it felt
Oh,
like.
Ranj.
and,
Man, you're
and
beautiful. I love you. You're so lovely. You're so genuine. Can I ask you
oh
one more? Can
no,
I keep asking a question. I'm
go on,
ignoring whatever I say. I'm going to
go on.
ask you.
I'm having fun.
Do
Go
you know,
for it.
I'm genuinely, because we both talked before that, I don't feel like I've been very sociable recently. So this is like having a friend. I don't have that many, I've got toddlers. You're like my only friend at the moment. I think you've probably met lots of very famous people and lovely people. And I know they're just like me and you, but it's still probably pretty cool now and again. Who have you
Yeah.
met that you thought was really cool, that you got dead excited, and who would you still like to meet? I'd like
Who
to
have I
meet
met?
Kylie.
Oh, she's lovely.
Very talented,
She's
Ranj.
really,
Very
she's,
talented.
and she's about this tall. She's tiny. She's even shorter than I am. And
How
that's
tall are
saying
you?
something. I'm 5'6.5".
Oh, you're not that late. You're not like tiny.
Well, it's not tall,
I
but
mean,
anyway, she's shorter than I am. Who I remember once it was at This Morning, and Jennifer Hudson was going to be on the show, and I completely lost it. I was fanboying so bad. Because it's Jennifer Hudson. She's
yeah.
amazing. And the people who don't know who Jennifer Hudson is, she's an actress, singer. She was on The Voice. She's sang One Night Only from Dreamgirls. You know that Jennifer
Yeah.
Hudson. Amazing. Yeah, she was. I lost
Did
it.
you get to speak to her?
It was. Well, I had a picture with her.
Oh,
No,
check it
I
out.
did that whole. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Can I have a picture
Was
with
your
you?
heartbeat oh?
Literally like this. Yeah. Who would I like to meet?
Yeah.
Who would I like to meet? Oh gosh, who would I like to meet?
No filter.
Oh,
No filter. Just throw it. If it's really dodgy, we're on 7:30.
it's
Just throw it
not
out
gonna
there.
be dodgy. No, I'm not gonna say anything
I don't know what that even means,
Who?
if I'm totally honest.
I would like to meet. Actually, do you know what? I've met three of these people. I've got two more left. It's like Pokemon. I'm collecting them one by one. The cast of Queer Eye. So I've met
Right?
Tan, I've met Jonathan, and I've met Karamo. I've never met Bobby or Anthony. And I feel like I have to collect the final two, then I've got Full House.
Make it. I mean, dare to dream. You know, I'll be skyping you every evening now. We can Zoom call. We'll get on TripAdvisor. And we'll plan Expedia. Let's get it planned. I mean, I'm coming with
Oh,
you now. I hope that's okay.
yeah, you have to
No,
just
I'll
jump
carry
in
your
the
bags for
suitcase.
you and everything. Do you know what? I've never talked to anybody longer in it. We've had quite a lot of people on. We've easily talked more than everybody else.
You've had some amazing people on. I've seen. You've
Yeah,
got some
we've
incredible
had
people.
Miss
It's
David
awesome.
Williams,
Yeah,
Samia Longchambon. I love that name.
yeah.
I've
Samuel
got a few others
Longchambeau.
lined up. Do you know, it's just genuinely, it's lovely to hear from other people. You know, we tell our kids to dare to dream, and we've tried with Gone for Christmas #1 and Britain's Got Talent and stuff, but it was so genuine. But it's lovely to hear it from other people, you know, in terms of, you know, you've just gone out there and you've made it happen. You know, there's a lot of stuff that happens in between, and it's
Yeah.
genuinely. I've got goosebumps. I thought I was going to cry one or two moments when you spoke tonight. It's like, it's just, it's, I mean, no, mate,
Ah.
honestly, I mean, mum's going to be like, oh, Dave, man, wind it in. Just stop being so like out there. But heart on sleeve, it's really powerful to hear people say what they've done. You know, from what you started with to where you are now, there's a lot that's happened. But you've got to go make it happen, haven't you? You know, you got to
Like
keep
I
going.
said, it happens because I've been really lucky to know some amazing people, and amazing teachers and friends and family and colleagues have helped me along the way. You know, that's it's the kindnesses of other people, and I hope to pass that kindness on if I can.
Well, you've passed it on by doing this. You've absolutely. Do you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to finish this. I mean, in another hour or two, with a big smile on my face. Dr. Rand, do you want to read your story? I'm going to come off the screen.
I do.
It's
Yeah.
just you in your lovely house with your ring lighting. I'm going to come off the screen and then I'll pop back up when you finish to say thank you.
So as soon as you go off, do I start reading,
Yeah, well, you'll
or will
still
I
be able
hear
to
you?
hear me. I mean, do you want like a big grandstand entrance?
No.
No, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my new best friend. It's Dr.
Yay!
Ranj and his bedtime story. Do you know what's really weird? What everyone else doesn't know is whilst you're telling your story, you can only see me. I can see it's like getting a really intimate story as an adult. And I just sit here like really politely, like, oh, this is weird. So I'm going to
Oh
sit
my
like a good boy. If my eyes go at the side, I'm looking at what people are asking. But honestly, it's
God.
a really
Okay.
beautiful moment. So I'm just going to enjoy it. Dr.
Okay.
Dr. Ranj, I'm going to take myself off the screen and it's just you, my friend. So here we are, Dr.
Wow.
Ranj with his bedtime story. Over to you. There we go. It's all yours.
Thank you. Right, I'm on the screen, I'm guessing, because I can't tell because my screen's exactly the same. The book I'm going to read is called James and the Birthday Balloon. I don't know if you can see it there. It's by a lady called Nicola Rowley, who's a friend of mine. Lovely, lovely lady. And you can go online and buy this, parents and carers, on Amazon and places like that. But every copy sold goes to support the Evelina London Children's Hospital. So it's all for a great cause. And you get a free audio book that's been narrated by me as well. So, you know, you get two for the price of one. Anyway, I'm going to read it. I'll try and show the pages as I can as I go along. James woke up with a big smile on his face. The sun was streaming in through the window, through his curtains, through the window, through his curtains. He just knew that it was going to be a special day. It was the kind of day that made him smile, even more so than usual. Today was Ruby's birthday, and Ruby was his best friend. And that afternoon, she was having a party. She lived on a farm nearby, I don't know if you can see that. And James loved to visit Ruby on the farm. He liked seeing the sheep grazing in the fields, the chickens in their pen, and the horses in the stables. There we go. As soon as they arrived that afternoon, they headed into Ruby's garden, where everything was ready for the party. I don't know if you can see it there, it's all ready. And at the centre of Ruby's garden stood an old oak tree. Its branches reached high into the sky. It was so old that some of its roots could even be seen on the ground. James! Shouted Ruby, running towards him with her arms outstretched. Being around James made Ruby incredibly happy. He really did have this unique ability to make everyone he met smile. The afternoon was great fun. All the children played party games, drank homemade lemonade, and ate some delicious treats, including, of course, birthday cake. Then it was time for Ruby's surprise. It was time for her surprise birthday entertainment. Guess what it was? It was a balloon artist. The entertainer smiled and blew an enormous red balloon just for Ruby, the birthday girl. Then he blew an equally big blue balloon for James, her best friend. The other children whooped with joy at the size of them both. Make sure you hold on to them tight, warned the balloon man, but neither Ruby nor James listened. Already they had rushed off to see their balloons bobbing along in the breeze. In her excitement, Ruby let go of the ribbon attached to her balloon. She ran as fast as she could to catch it again, but it went higher and higher until in no time at all, it was out of her reach. No, she cried, my balloon! She continued to look upwards instead of where she was going. She didn't see one of the roots of the old oak tree on the ground until it was too late. Ruby tripped, crashed to the ground, and landed awkwardly on her leg. James did his best to make her smile, but he could tell that she was in a lot of pain. To top it all, her big, beautiful red balloon was gone. Ruby would have to go to the hospital. I'm scared, James. I don't know what will happen to me, Ruby cried. It will be okay, James reassured her. I've been to the hospital before, and there's nothing to worry about. In no time at all, the ambulance arrived and the paramedics carried Ruby to safety on a stretcher. Don't know if you can see that there. Both her mum and the lady paramedic sensed how Ruby was feeling. It will be okay, they both smiled. When Ruby arrived at the hospital, she was seen by a lovely doctor who made her feel much better. She soon realised that James was right. She didn't have anything to worry about. Later that evening, when she was allowed visitors, James went to see her. Since the afternoon, he had become really attached to his big blue balloon. But he also knew that he wanted to make Ruby smile again. Hi, Ruby, he beamed. There he is, sticking his head round the door. Then he slowly but surely held out the ribbon attached to his balloon. I have something for you. But it's yours, said Ruby. I can't. James knew in that moment that it was the right thing to do. Yes, you can. It will help you feel better, he said. For one of the first times since the accident, Ruby smiled. How she loved James and his ability to make everyone around him happy. When the other children on the ward saw James and Ruby smiling together, they smiled too. Seeing the children happy made the doctors and nurses smile. And then the people waiting in A&E started to smile at each other too, even though some of them felt very unwell indeed. Such was James's ability to make everyone around him happy. And that night, James went to sleep and dreamt happy dreams about Ruby and the big blue balloon. He dreamt that she was safe and happy, knowing he was smiling for her. And that's the end. There you go.
Man, Dr. Ranj, it's quite an intimate experience when he got me watching. Do you know what? I barely
really
took
weird.
my eyes off. That was beautiful. Thank you.
It's really, really weird reading to a grown-up man.
It is weird, isn't it?
Not the intimate experience I was hoping for.
I've not acknowledged it with anybody else. But you sit there and it's like, this is for the kids, but I'm quite enjoying it as well. Dr. Ranj, I need to show you. I've had genuinely so many messages saying how lovely you are, and they seem to revolve. They seem to revolve around the fact that you're not just a quadruple threat. You're a, would it be a what's a five threat?
Quintuple.
One of them.
Quintuple.
One of them. You're one of them because, and she's going to kill me, but Mrs. Bryce at school, our Alice, she's just put, oh my God, how beautiful is Dr. Ranj? and she carries on, Dr. Ranj.
It's the ring light. It's the ring light.
It's not. It's the grooming. I mean, I was going to ask you about your beauty regime. There's some decent moisturiser going on there. I quite like Kiehl's.
That's one thing you should always do is wash your face and moisturise it.
I mean, wash the rest of your body as well, probably.
It helps.
You do all this health business. But then Mrs. Price carries on in following messages. Two more. His eyes, lots of exclamation marks, and he just exudes beauty, lots of exclamation. Mrs. Price is going to be loving this one, and she follows on with this. This is true. And she then carries on. He's our school spirit animal. Love it. Mic drop moment. And you know what? And you know what? She is absolutely right. I don't think I've ever met anyone who is more flake fleet and embodies what we try to be about.
I'm going to put that on my CV.
I'll put it in writing and I'll email it over securely. I am going to let you go. I've easily talked to you. I'm so sorry that I've kept you on. Even my dad sent me a beautiful message. They watch every single night. Genuinely.
That's lovely. Thank you to everyone that's been watching.
Honestly, you are such a beautiful, lovely man with a heart of gold, and you deserve every success. And I absolutely mean it. There are comments. If you get a chance.
As do you.
Behave.
Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget it.
Thank you so very much. I'm going to let you go because otherwise we'll be talking forevermore. Thank you so much, Dr. Ranj. There's a bit of time now, but everybody, put your hands together for Dr. Ranj, one of the nicest people I've ever not really met, other than on here. Thank you so much. I'm going to hang up, and then I'm going to say thank you in person to you. So I'm going to say bye to everybody else. See you later.